Something wild happened in my garden this year, and honestly, it completely changed the way I look at growing plants. I'm talking about plants that sat there for months, barely doing anything, then suddenly, it was like someone hit the turbo button, new leaves, new branches. The basil, the peppers, the tomato, all of them just exploded with growth, almost overnight. It was as if they'd been waiting for a secret signal, and once they got it, they just took off. Here's the kicker. It wasn't fertilizer. I didn't add any special plant food or miracle grow, and I didn't change my usual routine. It wasn't more water or extra sunlight. The weather hadn't changed, and I wasn't suddenly watering more than usual. It wasn't even a fancy gardening hack I saw online. No new gadgets, no expensive tools, and definitely no viral trends. It was something way simpler, and honestly, I stumbled onto it by accident. Sometimes the best discoveries happen when you're not even looking for them. Let me set the scene for you. These were my problem children, the plants that just wouldn't cooperate no matter what I tried. You know those plants you baby all spring, but they just sit there looking sad and stunted. I had a basil that stayed the size of a shot glass, a pepper plant that refused to branch, and a tomato that looked like it needed therapy. It was honestly a little embarrassing, especially when everything else in the garden was thriving. I tried everything I could think of, more compost, less compost, moving them, talking to them, nothing. I even tried switching up their spots in the garden, hoping a new view would inspire them. Still, no luck. What finally made the difference was something almost invisible, a hidden soil factor most gardeners never even think about, let alone fix. The secret? Oxygen. Not some rare mineral or secret ingredient, but the simple act of letting the roots breathe. Not water, not fancy nutrients, just plain old air. It sounds almost too simple, but it's true. Here's what I did. I took a chopstick and gently poked a few holes in the soil around the roots. Not deep. I wasn't tilling up the bed or anything, just broke up the crust right near the surface, right where the roots are trying to breathe. It took less than 5 minutes, and I didn't even get my hands that dirty. That's it. And I kid you not, those plants acted like they got a shot of espresso. Within days, I saw new leaves, stronger stems, and a burst of energy I hadn't seen all season. Let's talk science for a second. Roots need more than just water and nutrients. They need oxygen to function properly. Without it, they can't do their job. Roots don't just drink water, they breathe. When soil gets compacted, the roots can't get enough oxygen. They choke. When that happens, your plant might survive, but it won't thrive. It's like trying to run a marathon while breathing through a straw. Loosening the soil does 3 things. It gives the roots room to branch out, helps them suck up nutrients faster, and triggers this insane top growth spurt that's honestly kind of addictive to watch. You'll find yourself checking your plants every morning just to see what's changed. So no, my plants weren't possessed. They just finally got enough air to do their thing. It's amazing how something so basic can make such a dramatic difference. Here's how you fix it. You don't need to be a soil scientist or buy expensive equipment. Grab anything, skinny, a chopstick, pencil, or even a thin stick. Whatever you have on hand will work just fine. Go around your plant, poking holes into the soil, not right up against the stem but in a circle a few inches out. This helps the roots get air without damaging them. Stop poking when you hit resistance. Don't force it. The goal is to gently open up the soil, not to dig a tunnel. When you're done, give the plant a good drink of water to help the soil settle back in. This helps the roots recover from any disturbance and makes the most of the new air pockets. Now, this isn't magic, but I've literally seen plants perk up in just a few days after doing this. Sometimes, the change is so quick, it feels like you've unlocked a cheat code for your garden. Sometimes, the biggest change comes from correcting the smallest thing. It's a reminder that gardening is as much about observation as it is about action. Your soil might not need more fertilizer, it might just need to breathe again. Next time your plants look stuck, try giving their roots a little air before you reach for the fertilizer bag. If you're into turning plant mysteries into simple solutions, hit that subscribe button for more practical gardening science, right here on Dirt Decoded. We're all about making gardening easier, one small discovery at a time. See you in the next one. And remember, sometimes the secret to thriving gardens is right beneath your feet.